Hello and welcome to Pure Suicidal News. Now, it wasn't me who thought up of the names, my co-producer. Blame him, bomb him, do whatever you want.
It's all that guy's fault.
Yeah, he's our co-producer.
Co-guy.
He doesn't say much, he just sits there and looks pretty.
He just sits there and has a little, touches himself a little bit every now and then.
Yeah,
anyway, that's not the news today. We have real news from the deep source of the black web.
Yes. RedTube.
Xvideos.com has told us everything we need to know about these MPs. As we know, the general election is coming up very soon. Now, we'd like to spread, you'll get what I said, spread soon, some news about some of the participants. You've got Theresa May. Not sure she's actually participating. I can't be asked to find out. No, that's not what Xvideos. Is she participating?
No, she's not.
No, she's not. She can die then. We've got Jeremy Corbyn. Now, I know Zach done a little Zach correspondent here. His name is Zach Correspondent.
Yeah.
He's been down in that area of the room to tell us more. Haven't you, Zach? Yeah. So we'll go over to Zach now. We have to cut this by pausing.
Right, so I'm over here to tell you just what Jeremy Corbyn and his fat arse is doing. So I've got a member of the public here. So what do you think about all this commotion with Jeremy Corbyn and his fat arse?
Well, I believe it's a very difficult time for Britain, as Jeremy Corbyn attracts everybody to the yard with his fat arse. Now, this could be a problem. He might not be a very good MP, but at least he's got a good ass.
Exactly. So I'll take you back to the main studio, where we'll be looking at the sports section and what the weather will bring for you during this week. And hopefully it's going to be very wet, because my pants are going to be off. So, we've just come back from that brilliant interview with the member of the public.
And as he said, quite rightly, we're going to go on to the sports news. Now, I am the main person on the sports news.
I'm the weather person.
You're the weather person. I believe there's a lot of shit spreading recently, but he'll talk more about that later as he drowns into the information.
Yes.
Now, onto the sports news. There's been a problem with baseball today, as people have just found out they've been hitting testicles instead of balls. Now, these can be the same thing. These are real-life testicles of a man called Bob Marley, who's not recently, but is deceased. Now, Bob Marley donated his testicles to the science lab so they can find out how sexy he was with his saxophone. Unfortunately, his balls found a way to America, which they're now being placed in a museum for overlarge testicles. Further news, so it's in football, people have also been playing with a large ball of shit. This ball of shit was found yesterday up a man called Jeff Tunlingham, who recently decided to jump off a cliff into a trampoline. He bounced back up onto the bridge and headbutted it and died. His poo came out of his arse just before he hit the ceiling and fell on an old man called Bob Marley, whose testicles obviously were found on the baseball thing.
So we got a really interesting story there. We'll catch you up on more information about that, and if you want to, you can phone up the catcher outside. How about that?
You can get in touch with us with kinkypedos.com for more information on Overlarge Testicles Museum. 3% codes off Overlarge Testicles Museum with the code FATRETARD.
Yeah, or you can email me at rati@bigpenis.co.uwank.
Yes. New website, just put up right now, as he just did it right now.
Yeah.
So, we'd like the weather now. We've gone over to Zach Correspondent, also for the weather.
Yes.
I'll take you there again. Off we go.
Hello, so everyone, I am in the sunny seaside town of Jaywick. As you can see, it's a very lovely town. It's a bit overcast, but it's Britain. Come on, guys. So, the weather for this week. Tonight we will see quite low cloud. That's probably due to Jeremy Corbyn bending over slightly in the House of Parliament. It's going to be quite a wet weekend because I will have my pants off and there'll be semen flying everywhere. And down at the north coast, down near Brighton, all along Brighton to Devon, there will be loads of sunshine. It will be really hot, and when I mean really hot, I mean really hot. And it will be about 25 degrees, and However, let's have a more local weather now. So if we look up there, that's where England is. We will experience loads of rain, because yet again my pants will be off. We'll experience some hail, because I'll be sitting on the toilet taking a massive shit.
And may I interrupt quickly?
The
weather in Halstead will be 125 degrees. Of course, this is also the angle of Jeremy Corbyn's arse.
So there we just have the perfect reason why Halstead is such a beautiful place to be. So also, if you're thinking about travelling to the Lake District somewhere, very nice place, just remember to take a cagoule, or don't go in the first place.
And just a final tip for this weather time. If you're going to the Lake District, make sure you take a brioche bag with you, just in case you decide to do a shit in the middle of the road. You can put it in the brioche bag and pretend you're just carrying some picnics.
Exactly.
This has been Zach Correspondent and Chicken McGee for more.
Yep.
More fall.
Yep. And so we will take you back to the main studio, where we will be talking about a little bit of fashion. So what's happened in the latest fashion series, why Miley Cyrus has restyled her hair again, and why...
I give a shit.
Yes, exactly. And why, again... Sorry, I forgot to tell you about next week's weather. I'm so sorry. It's very simple, very clear. It's going to be very wet. There's going to be thunder showers everywhere. That's because I'm going to be sitting on the toilet all weekend, straining, because I'm constipated, and my pants will be up my own bottom. That's probably whilst I'm constipated, but it just feels a good feeling. And let's not go here, but there's going to be hailstorms, so that's because my penis is going to fall off, and it will dent your car and probably your head. So anyway, on that note, I'm going to take you back to the wankers in the studio, and if anyone tells you about the hailstorms, just tell them... Oh, and equally, there's just a news come in here. There's
on my watch.
Yeah, on my watch. There's a new man around town, and he's got very smelly feet. He's very hairy. He's got a high libido, and he's got a grin like a pedo. So be on the lookout for him.
Some people like to call him Barry Dimmock. I prefer to call him fucking annoying.
So basically, if he comes up to you, just tell him that he's got a high libido. He's got a grin like a pedo. And I need to meet Freya at 3 o'clock in Madeira.
For a cappuccino.
With
my good old dearo, Bob Falero, who's going to suck my good old dick Reno.
Yes.
That's dick in Spanish.
Yeah. So, basically, we are going to take you back to the studio where it's going to be balmy, sunny, and what am I describing here? Jeremy Corbyn bending over in a thong. So basically, we're going to take you back to the studio where my pants... No, I'm not. Right, I need to stop mentioning my pants, because they are going to be the breaking news in a minute, because they'll snap and my bum will come out. So yes, so back to the studio with you. Oh, it's on my penis.
Once again, thank you for that lovely weather, Zach.
You're welcome.
Now, it's okay. It's okay. You have all the screen time.
Oh, sorry. No, it's your turn now.
Oh, thank you. You said we're going to talk about fashion now.
Yeah. With our correspondent, Arth. So, what do you have today for us? Well, today I have just been to see Miley Cyrus, and I think she should. Exactly. Thank you very much for that. I said that. So, Miley Cyrus, many years ago, she finally decided to go in the big world and do some singing. Why, I don't know. She should have drank that overdose of Viagra when her parents gave it to her. Sorry, that shouldn't be on the news. Cut a bit out, please.
Oh, we don't have any editor on this. It's just me and you, mate.
So basically, going back to Jake's report of other stuff. So, what other stuff do you want to know?
Well, fashion recently has been going very weird. These now all the cringy news channels and everyone like that has been involving these new fidget spinners. It's been on the world news, and when you watch on the world news, it's really, really cringy. So we're deciding to make it just as cringy. These recent pop star kids, these down-to-earth cool kids, have decided to bring in these amazing fidget spinners. Now, if you would like to see one of these up close, this is what they look like. Now, what they do is they spin. And that's it. So that's all they do. And people have been wearing them on their bums, on their eyeballs, on their noses, up their arse, everywhere.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't even see them, but they are there. Some person went to go masturbate over their friend once and found one in their cock. I don't know how it got there, but I'm guessing he just left it in there. That's Fashion Today on Pure News Round. Pure news. Pure suicidal news.
I've just had more news in. Basically, there has been a recent. There's been a recent attack in a primary school in South Dorset, where
This could get very dark. Okay, carry on.
a man has gone in, whipped his trousers off, and the children have died of fright because his penis is so small.
I heard about this.
He killed a whole school because his wiener was so small, and he had chlamydia.
I heard about this story. No, they actually did catch the guy. The guy was called Zach Razzi.
Yeah. And his nickname was Herpes, which they caught in the corridor.
They also said he was quite bold at the time.
Yeah.
I understand why they said that, because he doesn't look very bold.
No, I don't know. I mean, it's sort of like this haircut. He had glasses, and he was wearing...
As soon as they said he had a small dick, I was on board that it was Zach Razzi.
Yeah.
Zach Razzi. Which is his middle name. His middle name could also be Zach Tiny Dick Razzi.
If you want to text my correspondent, it's
Zach correspondent.
It's bend over masturbate. There we go. There we go.
We have a lot of email addresses. So everyone, this has been Pure Suicidal News.
Yes.
We're going to go over to the next show now. Not on this, but the next show I believe is Victorious on Nickelodeon, which everyone is mad because there used to be really hot teens on there which people used to get circumcised over, and now there's just pre-teens which people can't get a boner over. So, everyone, this has been Pure Suicidal News. Hope you enjoyed. So pause the video.
Yeah.
Or maybe end it. I honestly don't give a shit at this point.
Well, let's just pause
You know
it.
what?
Because
I quit this job.
I want
It's
to get
so
my
bad.
peen. So here we have my peen.
Pure Suicidal News was made by all these lovely people. My real name is Jake Martin. This is Zach Farty here, and this guy down here is well, he's dead. So thank you for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this shitty video, please like it and subscribe.
Like it.
If you hate it, dislike it. Now, everyone, thank you for watching once again, and we'll see you in the next shitty video that we decide to produce.